Hi friends, hope you all are fine. So we have studied about MapReduce. We know MapReduce is initiated by Google to deal with unstructured data such as web documents. Now we are going to talk about MapReduce impacts and research directions. So what is the impacts of MapReduce? Since Jardine and S. Gambard proposed the MapReduce model, it has received much attention from both industry and academia. This attention led to exploring ways to support MapReduce on various types of distributed architecture for a wider range of application. For example, Qt Concurrent. Qt Concurrent is a C++ library for multi-thread application. It provides a MapReduce implementation for multi-core computers. This increased attention also led to relevant implementations such as Stanford's Phoenix, Mars, Hadoop, Disco, Skynet, and GridGain. Stanford's Phoenix is a MapReduce implementation that targets shared memory architecture. Then Mars is a MapReduce framework on graphic processor. It aims to provide a generic framework for developers to implement data and computational intensive tasks correctly and efficiently. Then there is open source implementations of MapReduce such as Hadoop, Disco, Skynet and GridGain. Hadoop, Disco, Skynet and GridGain are open source implementations of MapReduce for large scale of data processing. Then coming to advantages of MapReduce. MapReduce has many advantages such as it supports data locality, it provides scalability, it has a fault tolerance strategy, its ability to handle data for heterogeneous systems. So coming to the first advantages, it supports data locality by collocating the data with the compute node. So it reduces network communication cost. Then the next advantages is scalability. It offers elastic scalability, which means the ability of dynamically adjusting resources during job execution. In addition, it has fault tolerance strategy that transparently handle failures. And the last advantage is the ability to handle data for heterogeneous system. Since MapReduce is storage independent and it can analyze data stored in different storage systems. In contrast, there is limitations too. Srirama ETAI in his study clarified that Hadoop MapReduce framework has some problem with iterative algorithm. In Hadoop, each iteration spends some time in background task regardless of the input size. Then the studies went on the limitations and then researchers implemented enhancement of Hadoop named Haloop, iHadoop, iMapReduce, Cloud Clustering and Twister. And the another problem is it doesn't have expressiveness of popular query languages like SQL. This leads to user to spend more time in writing programs for simple analysis. And the another limitation is it doesn't have the capabilities of collocating related data on the same node. Collocation improves operations such as indexing, joining, grouping, storage, etc. So that was all about impacts. Coming to research directions. Earlier I mentioned that MapReduce deals with unstructured data. So there are a need for researchers that focus on rethinking of MapReduce to deal with structured data and stream data. According to this study, the research direction of MapReduce can be divided into two directions. First direction concerns enhancing MapReduce programming model. It focuses on enhancing MapReduce performance by handling its limitations, such as collocation of related data, implementing effective iterative algorithms, and managing skew of data. Then the second research direction concerns by converting existing algorithms of different domains to run in MapReduce. It focuses on adapting current algorithms and applications to run on MapReduce environment. On the other hand, the another research trend is developing a layer on MapReduce that converts current algorithm automatically or semi-automatically to be suitable to MapReduce programming model. So these are all research directions. Hope you all understood. Thank you.